really respect parents more.
I was a tough kid. Tough as in the sense कि I made it tough on my parents, mom majorly. कुछ ना कुछ so I was a little notorious.
Say notorious or anything, but I know I would not stay in class. I would be out of class doing dancing or some play or writing something or doing some kind of extracurricular activity, playing basketball, or I did everything to not be in class. And and that is the only thing, the non the disciplinary thing that I did.
Hi, you're watching OTTplay. I'm Nirali in conversation with the super talented star cast of Raat Jawaan Hai, welcoming Priya Bapat, Barun Sobti and Anjali Anand for an exclusive conversation on OTTplay. Firstly, congratulations guys. The trailer has come out really well, and the fact that we have seen friendships pe, shows. Parenthood pe bhi dekhe humne, but this is a rare combo where there's a good amalgamation of friendship and parenthood. What were your first thoughts when you heard this concept?
You know, I'll tell you, हमने international shows देखे हैं, but I don't think India में there has been a show which is Indian show about friendship on OTT. So I think that was very unique about this show. That it's about friendship, it's about parenthood, it's about और क्या बोलूं? It's about babies as well.
It's about fun,
it's
just
about
like
the fun
us.
you have in life.
Barun, what were your first
My
thoughts?
first idea was that it's a very novel space to get into because everyone's focusing right now on thrillers and serious events and your real life stories and stuff like that. So that's why I wanted to go with the flow and ride this wave and capitalize on this because I also wanted to be a part of and the writing was really, really good.
Yeah. Anjali, what was your reaction like?
Yeah, I mean, it's such a, we don't see these shows happening a lot because I think in our country, if you do one kind of a show and it works, everybody starts making something around that.
There's a trend that follows.
Not like a trend, it's a formula that people catch and then that formula is used somewhere or the other in the show. And I feel this is a very out of
The box.
Out of the box, and it's out of the box, and it's it's something. It's just so hot. It's just warm. It's just amazing. Yeah, I think it's something that everybody needs to see right now.
Yeah, but what were the most amusing things and also the challenging things that you guys explored the various aspects of parenthood and as well as kids while playing your respective parts in the series?
Challenging to, as in the sense here, itself getting a 1-year-old to act is a huge challenge itself. So it was very challenging for me because I had to act with this small baby who was 1 year old, and we had to really give way to our fundamentals sometimes and feel really guilty because we had to get the shot, but the baby was not willing, let's say, or some. So that was a challenge for me.
Yeah. Priya, what was the most amusing thing जो आपने explore किया regarding parenthood or babies का?
About parenthood, I think more than amusing thing, I really respect parents more. Not because I was playing a parent in the show, but I also saw how the parents were juggling between taking care of the kid plus, making the kid act, which was also their choice, obviously. But, I think that the way people handle their children, they deal with it, they communicate with their children, I think that is what was most learning. And I've seen my sister doing exactly the same with my niece. And I know that she really wants to be her friend more than a mother and not only be her mother. Sometimes it's very important to also be the mother and a parent than friend. But sometimes it's also important to be a friend to your child than a parent.
It's a balance that a parent has to strike.
About this show, I think our kids are too young. They're too small to have for us to have an opinion like that. But the most challenging part was to shoot around kids because you wait for them to give you the reaction that's necessary and the expression that's necessary for the show.
Sometimes
and the moment magically it happens,
and you have to roll the camera.
Most of the times we were rolling, but magically
rolling.
when it happens, I think that's when magic is the only word.
Exactly.
When it happens, when that kid gives you that expression, it's magical because you haven't thought about it. You can't plan it and you can't tell or teach the kid how to act. It's so magical that I think there were few moments in the show where Kushvik my kid gave brilliant reactions and we were blown away. We were like, oh my god, ye to matlab. We used
It's
to
like
call him bhai.
priceless moments that you
Yeah,
say.
yeah.
Yeah.
Because it's something that you just can't plan.
You can't predict how a child will react. वो suddenly हो जाता है and it's like a moment to be captured.
Yeah.
Anjali, what was the amusing and challenging aspect for you?
Everything was challenging because nor am I a wife, nor am I a mother. So everything was new, uh, uh, and everything was amusing. You know how a child reacts to so many things, how their mind works. Like my kid is the oldest out of all three of these kids that are there in the show, and she understood things and she knew what she was doing and where she was, and she's such a well-raised little girl. That she was really bright and really nice to work with and really fun to work with. It obviously took a lot of warming up to do. I had to warm up to her a lot, and eventually it all just worked out really, really well.
Yeah, but how were all of you three guys as kids? And कितने naughty थे? And do you recollect any moment जब आपने इतना परेशान कर दिया था अपने parents को? The parents were like, you know, जब तुम माँ बाप बनोगे, then you will realize कि parents पे क्या बीतती है.
वो तो रोज ही बोलते हैं
I
माँ
think
बाप इंडिया में.
I troubled my elder sister more than I troubled my parents.
Really?
I did. I used to do nastiest things and I used to blame it on her.
Hi.
मैं
So
बड़ी
bad.
बकवास थी बचपन में.
Yeah, I was not.
So I think, but I also know that every time I needed a protection and someone to take care of me, I always used to go to my elder sister.
She
and
was a
used
go-to
to-
person.
Yeah, and she used to protect me. अगर कोई झगड़ रहा है और कोई मुझसे पंगा ले रहा है, so she was the first one to interfere and say that, "ए मेरी बहन है उसको हाथ नहीं लगाना."
Oh, nice.
So yeah, I think we had a very Tom and Jerry equation as children.
Barun, how were you like as a child?
I was not very. I was a tough kid. मतलब
Yeah.
थोड़ा tough as in the sense कि I made it tough on my parents, mom majorly. कुछ ना कुछ हाँ. So I was a little notorious. थोड़ा. Yeah.
Anjali, what about you?
I wouldn't say notorious or anything, but I know I would not stay in class. I would be out of class doing dancing or some play or writing something or doing some kind of extracurricular activity, playing basketball, or I did everything to not be in class.
Yeah.
And and that is the only thing, the non the disciplinary thing that I did. But otherwise I was a very good student. I would never cheat, I would never bunk class and all of that. I was a very nice student, but I would never be in class. I would be out of class, very nice student.
But still managed to do everything well.
Yeah, I would just pass in everything.
Yeah.
That was more than enough for my mother कि तू pass हो जा बस.
बस उतने में ही मैं खुश हूँ.
Yeah, उसी में mom खुश थी. So I
Yeah.
think I was like that, and then I didn't study that much. I started working very young, and I think I'm still the same. I'm still that child.
Yeah. But what are the few things that you guys miss about your teenage years until 20? जब तक there's no responsibility as such. When you go about 20, you are out in the world, and that kind of strikes you. अब responsibility है मेरे shoulders पे. So what is the one thing that you miss about the youth?
Can I be honest?
Yeah.
Guys, I don't miss my teenage.
Well,
I think
so-
I'm much better person. I
I'm
have
sorted,
better friends, and I think I really respect and cherish and I love my adult friendships, which happened post. Maybe I was 28. I think I found my bestest friends at the age of 28. So I don't think I miss out anything from my youth. Nothing. I think what I am today is something that I should have been even in the
In your
past, and I would love to
teenage.
be like this forever.
Forever.
So yeah, I really love what the kind of person I have become because of my friends and family and people I really love and people who love me a lot. So I don't think I miss out anything from my youth. Though I respect that time because that time taught me a lot. That time taught me how to survive and how to take care of yourself and how to take care of your family. So yeah.
Yeah. Varun, what
I
about you?
miss school. I really used to have a great time in school.
Yeah. Anjali, what about you?
I don't think I miss anything about my childhood.
Nothing.
It wasn't that great, so I don't miss it.
I had a great childhood.
No, I don't.
I had a great childhood.
Yeah.
Yeah. You're talking about youths.
I'm talking about the
Yeah,
youth, the
I'm not talking
teenage
about
youth,
shy.
the
Teenage
teenage
में तो
years.
school में थे.
Teenage,
College,
college.
college.
13, 14,
I was
15,
working
16,
since
17.
I was 15, 16, yeah. So I don't miss anything about that. I hope I didn't have to work and I could enjoy college
started
and
working when I was
everything.
17.
Yeah, I wish I could enjoy
I was also
college and
working
everything.
throughout my college time.
Yeah, but I had
मैं तो
to.
college गया ही नहीं तो.
But on a lighter note, I have a fun segment for you guys. It is called Put Your Fingers Down. So whenever I say a statement, you have to keep your fingers like this. If there's something that you agree with that you have done, you have to put your finger down. Can we start?
Yep,
क्या करना
start.
sorry क्या?
पांच
Put your
finger
finger
ऊपर
down
कर,
if
if you
you've done
agree,
something.
एक एक
Okay,
करके एक एक
okay,
करके नीचे.
okay.
And if yes, you have to narrate a small incident जो हुआ है.
Oh God.
The first is, if have you ever and your BFF planned to ghost the group chat only because you didn't feel like going out with them?
No.
Narrate an
You have?
incident.
Yeah, like
Goes
me
to
and my
group
best
chat.
friend so many times we like निकल जाते हैं इधर से इससे पहले they get too personal and they come to know that हमको नहीं आना है यहाँ.
The
I'm
next
not
is,
on any chat so.
He made one group just now first time in his
Yeah.
life
oh that's great.
for us.
The next is, put your finger down if you have ever convinced your best friend to cancel his or her plans with other friends just so that he or she can hang out with you.
Of course.
Always.
Of course.
I forced them
Of
to.
course, yes.
I'm looking at
I
you,
emotionally
Chang.
blackmailed
Ask
them
Ma.
to do that.
Barun,
Emotionally
what about you?
blackmail.
You have also
Yeah.
put your finger down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, I've done that a lot. मेरा ही के बहुत दोस्त है, बहुत ही क्लोज है, तो हम लोग हमेशा बाकी सबका प्लान होता है, अपना प्लान बना के निकल जाते थे दोनों लोग.
The
It
third,
just happened right now. I just told a friend of mine कि नहीं यार तू cancel कर दे, मेरे को अभी babe मिलना है बस.
नहीं इसका Chang is always बेचारा prey to this. He has other plans and you're like मत जा यार उन लोग के साथ क्या ही मजा आएगा हमारे साथ में.
the next is, put your finger down if you have ever played a matchmaker between your single friends only to regret it later जब चीजें गलत हो गई.
नहीं. It's your
No, no, no. Yeah.
Anjali, narrate an incident.
मैंने ही पछताया because I lost the friend also.
Oh.
You have?
Yeah यार.
तेरी सारी उंगलियां जा रही हैं.
Oh, हाँ. मेरी तो चार है.
चार अभी तक. The
मैं ये
next
कर
is,
लूँ क्या?
नहीं अभी दो ही situations है.
Thank you.
The next is, put your finger down if you have ever used the excuse I am married now to avoid hanging out with people.
No, yeah. Never.
कैसे करूँ
That
मैं?
doesn't come in my way.
इस पे attack मत करो.
That never comes in my way.
Barun,
My
you also
marriage.
not.
No.
Never use that
Relationship.
excuse.
No.
Yeah. The final one is, put your finger down if you ever had a discussion about your bestie, about where to eat, but you only went to the same place that you always go.
I do
Always.
that very
Always the
often.
case.
Always.
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 Narrate any funny incident, one each, and we wrap.
ये फनी कैसे हो सकता है, इसमें तो मुझे डांट पड़ती है बहुत.
हाँ मुझे भी.
Yeah.
So मेरा problem ये है that I'm not as foodie as even these guys are.
मैं तो
They
हूँ.
really
अरे
love
we
food.
have to.
I
It
don't
has to be
experiment
amazing.
with food
Yeah.
too much. As long as I get my comfort food, I'm good. So I love cafe hopping and I love exploring different cafes, but I'm not somebody who will explore different. I might just explore different cuisine, but I'm not somebody who will keep ordering.
Cousin नहीं
different
explore
different
करती तुम ज़्यादा.
stuff. Cousin नहीं. मैंने कब cousin बोला?
Cuisine मैं बोल रहा हूँ cousin.
मुझे लगा ये सुबह का चल रहा है.
वही है हाँ वही.
तब से वही चल रहा है.